Hey everyone, so let's look into what is big data. So, an informal definition of big data is that the data which cannot be stored and processed on a single computing system. Yeah, so it needs multiple computing systems in order to get stored and also in order to get processed. So, I'll quickly write it that big data is the data that cannot be stored and processed. Okay, I'm so sorry. Just hold on. Yeah. So, and stored and processed on a single computing system. Okay. Now, IBM has provided a formal definition of big data. So, IBM says that data that is characterized by 5 V's is considered to be a big data. Now, what is this 5 V's? So, let me write it 5 V's of big data. Okay. Now, here the first V represents volume. Okay. So what is volume? So data that is so huge. Okay. The data is so huge that you cannot store or process that data on a single conventional system. Yeah. So if I talk about social media platform, you know that social media platforms, they generate massive amount of data. Yeah. So the data is so huge that we cannot store it in our one system. That's not possible. You need multiple systems in order to store the data, also in order to process the data. Okay, so data is huge, that it can't be stored and processed in one system. Okay, now this is the same definition as this one, but yeah. Okay, so let's look into the second V. Now second V says variety of data. Yeah, so second V stands for variety. Now what is variety? See, you're getting the data from different sources. Yeah. So we are getting the data from different sources. Now, not necessary that you get the data only in one single format. Now you're getting the data from different sources. So the data can be of different formats, right? So we as a big data engineers, we should know how to handle the data of different formats, the data which is coming in different formats. Okay. So here we are talking about that data is coming in different formats. Okay. Now, what can be these different formats? Now, we have three different formats: structured, semi-structured, and the third one is unstructured. Okay. Now, what is this structured? Okay. What does structured format means? So, structured format means that the data has schema associated to it. What does that mean? So if I talk about databases, yeah. So in databases, what do we have? We have tables with rows and columns. Now, the database tables, they have schema associated to it. So what does that mean? So they have some predefined columns that, okay, the table will have, let's say, 4 columns. So they will be predefined columns. The data types of the columns will again be predefined. So there's a data type that you have to adhere to for each and every column in order to insert the data in the database. Yeah. And also we have the constraints like primary key, foreign key, uniqueness of the data, etc. Right? So structured data is the data which has schema associated to it. Okay. Now, what is semi-structured data? Now, semi-structured data, as the name says, yeah. So it is semi-structured. So it again has the schema associated to it, but it has a partial schema associated to it. Okay. So data have some partial schema associated with it. Yeah. And it is not stored in forms of rows and column. Yeah. Unlike structured data. It is not stored in the forms of rows and column. Now, what are the examples? The examples are CSV file, JSON, XML, etc. Yeah, but these are the common examples. Okay. Now, what is unstructured data? Now, unstructured data, it doesn't have any schema associated to it. So, no schema at all. What are the examples? It can be any of the log file. Yeah, so logs, images, no schema at all, videos, etc. So, let me quickly re-explain you the different varieties of data with the help of this PPT diagram. Okay. So, here you can see that this is the structured data. So it is in the form of table with columns and rows. Now, as I told you, because it has schema, here the number of columns will always be predefined. Also, the data type of the column. For example, ID will have numeric value, yeah, integer values. Name will have string value. So in this way, the data type, the type of data that each column can hold is also defined. So this is structured data. Okay. Now over here, this is the example of semi-structured data. As you can see on my screen, now it has partial schema associated to it. Why partial? If you see, these are the values, right, of the students. Now you can see that here we have given that, okay, this is a name of the student, age of the student, degree of the student. Now, why partial? The reason is that one document, so if I talk about this one, okay, so it can have name, age, degree, but other, let's say, can have only name and age. So let's say degree is not there. So it has schema, but it has partial schema. Okay, it doesn't have that strict schema, as simple as that. Okay, when it comes to unstructured, as you can see that here there's no schema, at all. Yeah, so this comes under unstructured, unstructured format. Okay, fine. I hope this is clear. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, now let's talk about the third V, that is velocity. Now, what does velocity means? Velocity means speed. So let's understand it with the help of the example. So let's talk about stock market. Now, you know that with like when it comes to stock market, so it generates millions of transactions per second. Also, the stock prices, if I talk about the stock prices, they also change in milliseconds, yeah, due to the market fluctuation. So you can just imagine the speed of data. Yeah, the speed of data is very high. The transaction, every single second, millions of transactions are being made, right? So here the data is coming at a very high velocity, at a very high speed. So again, as a big data engineer, you should know how to handle the data which is coming at this high speed. Okay. So velocity is all about the speed at which new data is coming in. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So let's talk about the fourth V now. Now, fourth V is veracity. What is the meaning of veracity? English word veracity. It means truthfulness. Yeah. So see, when you're getting the data from different sources, not necessary that you're getting the correct data. Okay, there's always a question mark to that of the trustworthiness and the quality of the data. Yeah, because data is coming from the different sources, from the multiple sources. So it may contain inconsistencies, errors, yeah, etc. So this is also one of the very big challenge, that the data might not be accurate and the data might not be consistent. Okay, so this again, this is one of the characteristic of big data. So I'll quickly write it. So ensuring the data accuracy and reliability is challenging. Okay, so please ignore my spelling, guys. Fine. Okay, so let's talk about the last V of data, that is value. So value refers to the usefulness of big data in order to make the informed business decisions. Yeah. Now, if you just have the big data alone, it has no meaning, right? Unless you produce some insights from that big data, right? So, value is all about extracting meaningful insights to drive decision making. Yeah. So this is all about big data. So big data is the data which cannot be stored in one single system. You need multiple systems in order to store big data because it's really huge. Also, one single system fails to process big data. You need multiple system in order to process big data. Fine. Okay. So whatever notes I'm making, these notes will be available to you on my Google Drive. I'm going to paste the Google Drive link in the description. You can take it from there and you can access the notes. Okay. So that's all for this video. Meet you all in the next video.